don't give thanks for the small things, but expect so many big things. So God, I thank you.
Who has your back when things get tough? Who has your back when life gets rough? God, knowing that God gave his son for us, the least we can do is be grateful.
What is going on, Stronger Together family? I hope you all are doing so very well. If this is your first time to our channel, my name is Letitia, and the man over there with the action plan is my husband, Brian.
AKA SoundCloud.
I was like, I guess that makes me Miss.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm Mrs. Claus now.
Nah, exactly. Alright.
That needs to be pulled like this is not.
What you got going on now? There you go. Now you got it. Now you're cooking with hot grease.
Okay, so we got these right here.
Okay,
So listen, y'all. So today, I was just talking to my husband this morning. I just thought about like, why is it that parents want to control the movements of their adult children? Like, I get that you want the best for your child, but shouldn't you let your child make their own decisions about where they live and how they move? I don't know, but what you think? I mean, am I crazy? Like I said, I understand people want the best for their kids, but controlling what your child does, and your child is an adult, and telling them where they can and cannot live, and telling them, you know, that's just, I feel like that's too much. That makes me feel like you're trying to live your life through your child by making the determination on what they do. Am I wrong?
I feel like you need to let your child do what they want to, because at the end of the day, you made your own decisions. And even if you didn't make your own decisions, I feel like it's going to become some part of your life that you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have made this decision on my own, because it would have been a different outcome.
Yeah.
But I just feel like with our kids, even though they're growing up, yeah, we guide them as parents, but at the same time, the older they get, we want them to start making decisions on their own, because that's the only way you're gonna fully become an adult. Like, if you keep making decisions for your kids and you keep saving them all the time, then they're never gonna grow up.
Right.
So I just feel like when it comes to like any decision, you gotta let your child make their own decisions. They gotta live their own life. You know, you can't live like you said, you can't live your life through your kids. I mean, you can try, but it's still not gonna end up working out, because you're two different people.
Right. And I just feel like, for me, I feel like it's selfish when parents, and let's be honest, most of the time it's women. It's the women that want to control where their child, how their child is moving, what their child is doing. And I feel like that's just straight up selfish, because let's put yourself in your child's shoes. When it was your parents, did you allow your parents to tell you what to do with everything? Did you do everything that they told you to do? And some children, even adult children, will listen to their parents, but listen to their parents' wishes and abide by their parents' wishes, regardless of how they feel. And that's selfish, because at the end of the day, when those children get older, when that parent is no longer there, then that child is going to be sitting back, adult child is going to be sitting back wondering, okay, what would have happened if I would have just followed my own dreams, did what I wanted to do, and not listen to them? And then you got these parents that they want to tell their child what to do, but they don't listen to anything their children telling them about their life. Yep. How can you do that? You want to tell somebody else what to do, but can't nobody tell you what to do? It doesn't work that way. I mean, no matter how old we get, we can still learn from our children. But I don't think that these parents need to be telling their grown children what to do and how to move. Especially when you ain't taking care of them.
It's one thing when you're giving advice, but it's another thing when you're trying to control them.
Right, exactly.
You know, I can advise you on this. I can give you advice on this. I can advise you on that. But I'm not going to control you. I'm not going to be like, oh, you can't be with this person, you can't be with that. I'm gonna tell you, like, okay, I don't think y'all a good match because this person does this or this person does that, you know. But at the end of the day, you really literally can't control what goes on with your kids. That's the whole purpose of individuality. That's the whole purpose of growing. That's the whole purpose of becoming an adult, because you're making your own decisions. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with that. Unless it's like a whole different situation to where, you know, you're a caretaker and you got to do that. But
your dad's head.
But other than that, you know, it's you gotta make sure that you let your children live their life. Pretty much.
Exactly. I totally agree with that. Let your children live their life. They are adults. I mean, to be honest with you, even when your child gets a certain age, you have to allow them to live their life and not control every single thing that they do, because they need to be able to make their own mistakes. They need to be able to learn. They can't learn from a mistake that they're not able to make. So even at a certain age, like our kids now, we allow them, we give them freedom to make their own decision. Now we guide them, and we don't let them do anything crazy because they're still in the house. But once they become adults, then we know all bets are off then, because we've done our part. But I just feel like, I mean, just had to say that.
There's going to be times, you know, when you don't really agree with everything. You're not
Right.
going to agree with all your kids' decisions. Like even with our kids, some of the kids, our two oldest decisions that, you know, they made, we want them to take a different route with certain stuff, but at the end of the day, we love them.
Right.
We're going to allow them to make their mistakes and be there for them through those mistakes, you know.
Yep.
Just try not to let them make the same mistakes you made.
Right.
Unless they just hard-headed, you got to let them make those mistakes. Sometimes you just got to let them make them.
Exactly.
But you can't control their life. You gotta let them live their life. God helps guide. I feel like God helps guide us. He helps lead us through different situations, but He also lets us grow as individuals. He created us.
He absolutely does. He absolutely does, because and that's I'm glad you said that, because it just made me think about some parents are so stubborn that even if their child was to come to them and say, God showed me this, this is what God, I prayed about this is what God showed me, they're so selfish that they will tell them, oh, you still don't need to go, or you still don't need to do this, you need to do what I say do. This is what I want you to do. That's just how selfish they are. And they don't even understand that the selfishness, they're telling their child to go against what God has told them to do. And you could be messing up something that God may have had a wonderful plan for them, but you're messing that up because you want them to do what you want them to do. So I just my nose ring, y'all. I'm sorry, my nose ring always turning around.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I had to say that because it just annoys me. I've seen that way too much, where people just want to control their grown children, and I don't understand that.
Y'all can let us know y'all opinion. Let us know how you feel about it. Let us know maybe some of your examples. Like, we love this time around, you know, we really want y'all to comment.
Yes.
Leave comments. Like, watch the videos, share them. Like, you know, I can't tell you how much like we enjoy doing these videos, and we enjoy bringing y'all into our life, into our space, to let y'all hear what we're talking about, because there's a lot of people that, like, it's hard for me to be fake. You know, sometimes I'm private in a lot of situations, but at the end of the day, I can't be fake. I have to be who I am. And it really took me a long time to get here because I'm so private. But you gotta be a vessel. You gotta help people through, like, marriages. You gotta help people through family issues, all types of issues. And I feel like, you know, my wife helped me open up to be able to talk to people more. So the only way to help people is just be honest. That's why I say this first video, if y'all go look at the one before, the title is, this time we're really speaking on the unspoken. Like, we might be talking about stuff that's going on. We might have to talk about a situation amongst each other, which is going to be respectful and tasteful, but we still want to bring out and let y'all know that, hey, we ain't nobody perfect. I'm going to put an intro and an outro in the video, but I'm not it's going to be raw. It's going to be real life. Like, this is reality TV right here. This is like real life stuff. So, you know, this time around we're going to take this thing. We took the last time serious, but we're definitely going to be more dedicated to it, and at least give y'all 2 to 3 videos a week, you know, starting out. So make sure y'all comment. Definitely comment. Let us know. I agree, don't agree, hearted, like something. We want some type of interaction. That's how YouTube works. You know, like it. If you share it or whatever, we just want some type of interaction, because we want to know that you're watching. We want to know that you're interested in what we're talking about. So we're not mean people. Definitely my wife, you know, she's coming up with a lot of this stuff herself this time around. Like, I edit and I do stuff like that. But a lot of these topics, we're doing it. I'm putting topics in too, but my wife is coming up with a lot of these topics, because this is going to be her job too, is helping people. Like, this is her last year of college, so this is what she's going to be doing. Real life stuff, folks. So
All right, you heard them. Like, share, subscribe, turn the notification button, and definitely comment. We want to hear what you think. What do you think? Do you think that adults need to be able to make their own decisions? I do. They're adults. Do you think that parents should always control everything? I think not. But we want to know what you think.
Oh yeah, y'all. We on Instagram. I'll drop it right here, Instagram, and we also on Facebook. Boom. Definitely go follow us on those platforms as well. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. I'm Brian.
And I'm Letitia.
Strong together.
Life gets rough. Knowing that God gave his son for